Hello, and welcome to the Hopkinton Public Library. Today, we're learning how to use the telescope. You can reserve the telescope online at hopkintonpubliclibrary.org. The library's telescope comes in a bin, which is how it should always be transported, just to make sure that it's safe. We also want to make sure that it's positioned properly in the bin. So what we want is the handle of the telescope's mount to be on top so that you can grab it when you're lifting it. You also want to make sure that the top of the telescope's tube is being supported by one pillow and that the second pillow is underneath the telescope's viewport. When you're lifting the telescope, you want to make sure to handle it carefully because it is very breakable. One hand should go on the handle on the mount, and the second hand should go under the tube, kind of like a baby. And then you'll lift it and put it wherever you want to. Once you've set the telescope down and you're ready to use it, you'll need to know a couple of things. First, there are a bunch of things on this telescope that move or that you can twist. The only ones that you should move are the ones that have green dots on them. So, for example, this one has a green dot on it. But some other ones, like this one down here, do not. It's important for the safety of the telescope that you only turn the knobs that have green dots on them. Otherwise, the telescope can come apart, and we don't want that. So, I've got the telescope here and I want to use it. The first thing that I need to do is shift it up a little bit in its holder so that it can rotate. I'm going to do that by rotating the knob over here. And pulling the telescope up about an inch, just enough that it can rotate. And then tightening this knob again to make sure that it's secure. Now I need to point the telescope at the sky so that I can see things. I'm going to do that by rotating the big knob on the side to allow the telescope to swing up. Last but not least, I need to remove the cover from the telescope so that light can come in. The mirror is down inside there. We don't ever want to put anything inside the telescope because it can damage the mirror. And you need this part to be pointed at the sky in order to see anything. When you go to look through the telescope, you'll do so by taking off this cap here. And you can focus by turning right here or by turning down here. When you're ready to put the telescope away, you'll put the lid back on and then undo all of the things that we just did. So we'll start by facing the telescope downwards, and you'll do that by putting the lid on the bottom. And then, once again, loosening over here. I can figure out which way loosening goes. There we go. And letting the telescope gently drop so that its lid is against the cardboard. Once all the knobs are tight and the telescope is secure, I can lift it by grabbing the handle and putting one hand underneath the tube. When you're ready to put the telescope in the bin again, we're holding it by the handle and with one hand under the tube. We want to make sure that one of the pillows is at the top and one is at the side. When the telescope goes in, the top of the tube is cradled by one pillow and the viewing port is cradled by the second pillow. Thank you for joining us. If you want more information about the telescope, you can reach the reference desk at 508-497-9777 or email us at hopkintonpubliclibrary@hopkintonma.gov.